Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss Hyperliquid's massive day as the crypto market saw tons of volatility yesterday. We're going to talk about an under-the-radar art blocks mint that could make you some cash today, and where we see the market going for the remainder of August. GM, thank you for listening. If you're on Spaces, give us a like, give us a bookmark, give us a comment. Let us know what you want to talk about, what you want to yap about today. If you're feeling really generous, give us a retweet, push us out in that algo. If you're listening on YouTube, drop a comment. Let us know what tickers you want us to look at. We might look at some tickers later today. I'm joined today by Clemente. I'm joined today by Kix. Kix, big day for Hyperliquid yesterday. How you feeling this morning?
Pretty good, man.
Dude, you're on a heater, huh? You're on a heater.
I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm not complaining.
You know what I like, Kix? You know what I like
up?
about you?
What's up?
The more of a heater you get on, the more cool, calm, and collected you get.
Try, dude. You can't top tick yourself.
I'm
It's
the
like
opposite.
It's like you get that like MLB hitter just like smashing like home runs on a streak, and he's just like cool, calm, collected. It's like in that Zen zone where he's just locked in.
I'm the opposite, dude. If I start getting on a heater, I let everyone know. I walk around a little bit different. I'm walking on the streets. You know, I say, hey, hey, what's up, bitch?
Trust me, Clemente. I know where you're coming from because that was me last cycle. So don't think that I'm some sort of, no, it's just frankly, I'm fucking older. I got less energy in the tank. When you go on a heater and then you're humbled for like 2 years, when you go back on the heater, you're kind of, you're like, okay, shit, I'm just happy to be here again. I'm just happy to be here again. And some of it, honestly, is just dumb fucking luck. I bought a V1 Punk 2 years ago, if not 2.5 years ago, solely because Nick bought a Punk. And I decided I was going to upgrade my profile pic as the female version of his Punk, but V1. And so I paid like $6 or $7 grand for it 2.5 years ago. And then it just popped. I wish I think I could have bought 2 floor V1 Punks instead, which would have been way better. And I think I sold it a little cheap, to be honest with you. Could have sold it for a little bit more money. Probably could have sold it for $5. But
phenomenal. Look at that, man.
Yeah, we'll get that out of there. Get out of here.
Wait. All right.
That's a nice looking crypto punk.
Yeah.
Before we get started today, I want to let you know
20 grand, dude.
That's nice. That feels good.
Yeah, before we get started, Ray, I actually want to let people know in about 15 minutes, we paid $100,000. We're going to be joining MrBeast's stream. Get ready. We're going to talk to him about BoDoggos. We're going to talk to him about crypto, and he's just not going to care at all. Get ready, guys, or burn in the Treasury.
Yeah, fuck the Treasury. I was going to save that for later, but I guess I shouldn't bury the lead here, right?
No, let's go, dude. Wow. We're going to do weather report?
No, we're going to talk about our friends over at Gemini. Gemini, big announcement yesterday. They launched their crypto custody wallet. Went under the radar for the most part. I didn't see many people talking about this, but this is pretty big news. This is going to be a fairly big unlock for, I think, normies and onboarding. They're not using seed phrase. They're using passkeys to onboard. So essentially, you're going to be using passkeys. You're not going to need to remember a 12-word seed phrase. You can use your passkeys on your digital, like mobile device, on your computer, on your passkey software to do this. They're offering in-app yield as well. They have lending and basically borrowing essentially, and they're offering yield on USDC directly in the app. Super interesting. Right now, it's looking like they're offering 9.4% on USDC as their higher rate. So directly in-app. This is on-chain. You can sign up now if you go to onchain.gemini.com, and you'll be able to claim your ENS. So you're going to be able to, claim your name. So get over there ASAP so you can get your username of preference on Gemini. Even if you're not planning on using it, why not just go over there, lock up your username? Like kix.gemini.eth sounds pretty nice to me, to be honest. can lock that up ASAP. Sorry, Kicks. I probably had someone just front run you. Really,
This looks
really
good, Ray. I like the layout. I'm not a big I'm kind of a crypto dummy when it comes to like DeFi stuff. And
This makes it easy.
I like this.
Yo, no, here's the thing, dude. ENS, is that who they are? Is that the people that make .eth?
Yeah.
They're fucking idiots. Okay? I just want to say, super successful. But like, I don't know why people in crypto have this obsession with just doing things that are just so dumb. Okay? Here's the thing. Gemini.eth, a business, they got a lot of fucking money, right? You should maybe charge them a high renewal fee. Because Kicks is 3 letters, they were trying to get me to pay like $1,000 a year to renew this fucking thing. What are we even talking about? How does that make sense? You know what I mean? There's like, how many even 3-letter words are there that are even cool? Not that many. ABC should be $1,000 a year to renew, but fucking, you know, Microsoft.eth is $5 a year. Like what kind of fucking stupid intern came up with that? Like, hey, I got to make my mark, guys. What if we make 3 letters more expensive?
Yo, shout out to our sponsors, guys. Shout out to Gemini.eth for making this possible. Shout out to ENS.
Gemini's great. Gemini's great. Love Gemini. I can't wait to get their credit card to start swiping on the golf course, getting some of that money back. But yeah, no. And then the worst thing about .eth is then some little douchebag will buy something that you don't want anymore, and then they'll DM you on Twitter and be like, yo, I'll sell it back to you. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even going to say it.
Oh man, I have a lot. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm gonna pull up the interface for Gemini real quick.
Love Gemini. Big fan of Gemini. Sponsor the show. Fuck ENS. Only for that one reason. Otherwise, phenomenal company. Thanks for the airdrop.
It is smooth. This web app. Good yield, smooth, easy to use. Love it. On
the
the
current APY on USDC is what amount?
9.4.
Yo, I'm just here real quick. Hey, real quick. I'm just here to say screw ENS. Long live Gemini. Completely stand with you. If you want to just use my ENS, it's fuckens.eth.
Love it. Thank you, Easy. What a man. What a legend. So tell me about this, because long story short, that APY is more than a car loan.
Yeah. So where do rewards come from? Vaults allow you to invest and receive returns on your holdings by matching you directly with borrowers at better rates than traditional lending protocols. It allows you to receive rewards by putting your assets to work for you.
But am I funding like FTX with that shit?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Riddle me this. Prime, low risk, steady returns, higher APY than core. Why would I put money in core with a higher risk, lower APY?
I wouldn't. I think these balance out over time.
Okay.
They change
because I think I think maybe most of the loans coming through a prime. Maybe you're seeing more prime loans come through.
Core had a higher APY yesterday. It was like 20%.
Yeah.
I think more people deposit. I think it varies.
Gotcha. They kind of whittle back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's one to monitor, and like you're using a trusted player in the platform for custodying your assets in Gemini. So like if you're someone who like doesn't want to mess around with like DeFi yield farms on all these other websites, you know that Gemini is going to be around. So they have these vaults that you can earn some yield on your cash essentially. Yeah, going back to ENS, I have a 4-letter ENS and it's a massive pain. Also, I want to remember, or I want you to try to remember when you bought Kicks.eth and when that was. I really want to pull
2022. I can almost guarantee it.
I want to pull a clip from that and just see your thesis on the show of buying Kicks, selling it to the company Kicks, and clip it up with today's crash out on the cost of $1,000 per year for Kicks.eth.
No, it was dumb. I had like psychosis or something in 2022 because of just the crash and everything. And I thought it would be cool. Honestly, when I registered it, I didn't even know that the renewal fees were going to be that high, or when I bought it. But I bought a bunch of ENS domains. I think I let almost all of them expire, to be honest with you. So I just lost all the money on it.
How do I check when do I need to renew? How do I know when I need to renew something?
You go to ENS dot whatever.
ENS.eth.
I don't know what their site is. I would go to their Twitter.
mean,
Yeah, I bought Logger. I probably let that one expire. That was dumb.
Yeah, Logger feels like one you might want to keep.
Too late.
Yeah, but like, who's gonna fucking buy it, dude? No one likes loggers anymore. It's IPAs.
Yeah, you
I
really
still own it.
Gen Z. There you go.
I still own it. I bought it for 0.275 ETH. Dude, I'll sell it. I'll sell it for fucking half.
Someone will buy it for 1 ETH, I think.
Okay, I'll list it right now.
Is hazyIPA.eth available? No, someone owns it. Interesting.
All right, we have a lot to talk about. Why don't we kick it off with a little bit of a weather report here, and then we'll just kind of dive into the show.
Sounds good, boss. You got it, buddy. What happened? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, technical difficulties. Today is Friday, August 15th. The major's bouncing off of yesterday's lows. Bitcoin just under 119K. ETH hanging back over 2,600. Solana at 194. Hyperliquid flip circle in 24-hour revenue as it set a new all-time high. The Hyperliquid platform generated over $7 million in fees on the day, and the Hype token is up almost 7% on the day, just under $49. Next up, the SEC continued to make waves in the crypto market as they delayed their decision on multiple Solana ETFs yesterday. SEC Chair Paul Atkins is expected to discuss more details surrounding Project Crypto later today. Finally, Denari announced a new blockchain aiming to provide access to tokenized equities across EVM chains. The chain is powered by Avalanche with support from Gemini, BitCo, and Van Eck. That is it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always. Yesterday, sky was falling. We were shorting ETH and getting smoked on the show. ETH dropped as low as 4,300, back up over 4,600 today. We saw a little bit of bounce across the board on the majors after kind of a scare with the PPI data. Kix, we didn't have you on yesterday. What did you make out from all of the panic in the market and the timeline yesterday? Were you paying attention? Do you have any thoughts?
I was paying attention, but I was trying not to get emotionally impacted. I mean, I think I personally said when ETH was at like 4,200 or 4,000 that it probably needed to cool off for a little bit and at least like get back to some sort of moving average test. So I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, also we saw lots of kind of like euphoria and excitement and things popping off like crazy and NFTs making crazy runs. So personally, I think on Wednesday, I even like looked at, or last Friday, I pulled up the Ethereum chart and said like the weekly is the biggest weekly MACD run that ETH has ever had. And it's extended like outside of the moving averages that I look at. So I'm not surprised at all that ETH is going to need to cool off. I personally thought that maybe ETH was going to cool off and chop, and we were going to get like a run up on Bitcoin and or Solana. But we kind of just saw everything bleed out across the board. I also think that there's way too many people like trying to make stupid money, stupid quick, leveraging all of that jazz, which is usually people are going to get blown out the other way. I saw some poor trader out there lost $87 million on Hyperliquid on an ETH long, which is just crazy. I personally think it's like the dumbest thing ever to leverage long things that are like at the top of trend lines. Like if you wanted to leverage long ETH, why didn't you leverage long ETH at 2,500 where it just chopped there and consolidated, right? Like what you're seeing from May till July, you just have this beautiful consolidation and then it makes a move up and you could have longed it at 2,700 or 3,000. and rode it up to almost 4,000, that's a good time to like throw some leverage on a long. But
no one has patience to hold a leveraged long from 2,500 all the way up there. Like these people who are putting leverage longs in right now and getting wrecked are like gamblers. Like
yeah,
who would
or
put in a $500,000 leverage long on Bitcoin at the all-time high.
Those are all idiots.
Or leverage long it when it like dips down right there in August to 3,250.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
who could be so stupid to long Bitcoin at all-time high? Like what? who thought that was a good idea?
I did tell him on Wednesday, I said, I'm interested to see how the leveraging story works out for you, Nick.
I think he's still up.
That's good.
I mean, I'm still, my portfolio is still up.
Here's the thing. When things are busting out of them bands, probably short it. When things are, like here's the thing. You want a long ETH? Wait for ETH to like chop and then dump to 4,000 and like touch a moving average.
We did short ETH yesterday, Kicks.
Well, that's good. You probably made money.
We shorted it right here.
That's retarded. That's not smart. That's moronic. You're allowed to say that word. That's moronic.
Yep.
You're supposed to do the opposite of what it's doing.
Yep.
So like, look, if it dumps all the way down there and it's touching the bottom of the moving average, long it to go to the blue line.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
It works
Obviously,
100% of the time.
Always going to go to the blue line.
Just look at the bands.
Bands that make her dance, man.
I mean, all in all, it looks good. We are riding the top of this range, and we have been for a while. I zoomed back out to 2021 to kind of see like how we were riding on the run up to all-time highs. And like we were basically at that upper end of the Bollinger Band from 2,500 all the way up to 4K essentially on Ethereum from 2021.
Yeah.
Just
but you got to see what stocks was doing then. You have to see like what inflation
Kicks would have said, hey, don't buy here. Don't buy here down at 2,500. He would have been like, no. It's at the top of the Bollinger Band. You got to wait for it to go back to the middle of the Bollinger Band. And then you miss the entire cycle. And you're sitting there and you call him up and you say, what the hell was that advice, dude?
No, okay. Pull up the weekly, right? And go back to that period of time.
Jarvis, pull up the weekly.
We're going to manipulate this until it lines up to what our biases want.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. First of all, if you just own spot, you're not shitting your pants. But, you...
ETH on the weekly, starting in November of 2020, didn't get down to the moving average until it crashed in May of 21.
And then you can long there. I don't fucking know.
You sound like you do. It works 100% of the time, you said.
I don't do crazy shit with leverage.
Have you never played with leverage, Kicks?
I'll be honest though. This looks pretty wild right now on the chart. Like this does look insane in terms of where it's positioned.
I do use leverage, but I never use leverage to put my portfolio at risk. Meaning that like if I'm on Hyperliquid and like I bought Zora on 5x leverage, like I'm treating that as a spot position, whatever. Like, so if I leverage 5x at 1,000 and it's $5,000, I'm treating that as a $5,000 position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if I get liquidated on the leverage, I'm just treating it as like exiting the spot position, right? So if it's like, cool, I'm risking 1,000 and I'm either going to lose $1,000 or I'm going to make $2,000, but I'm never like leveraging my entire portfolio where I can get liquidated, because I've just seen story after story after story where people lose everything. Like the guy that lost $87 million yesterday. First of all, if I had $87 million, I wouldn't be trading at all. I would go do a company. I would go become a real estate developer. I don't know. I'd go buy a bunch of golf courses.
You drop it into Gemini for 9% APR.
Yeah.
You know what you can do with $800 million though, Kicks? Imagine if you 10x that. That's when you reach crazy money. And then after that, He could get $8 billion.
And that's when you're suddenly a real billionaire and a respected one, because 1 billion is not really respected amongst the billionaires. They say, "Oh, that's cute. You made your first billion.
Yeah.
That's cute."
Yeah, man. I mean, I know yachts are fucking expensive, so I understand.
That's when you really, I don't think you reach happiness until at least $1 billion.
I like what Andrew.
Don't buy a boat. Just renew your ENSs.
Chaos going
Easy
on
to-
over there.
Don't buy
Dog's
boat.
going nuts. Dog's going nuts.
You don't understand what I'm going through, boys. Turns
Easy
out it
looks-
wasn't.
look at
Turns
Easy
out it
right
was
now.
an
Look at
AC
this
issue.
dude. Look at
Turns
this
out it
dude.
was an AC issue. They've got it fixed. They've got it fixed.
This dude
There'll
looks
still
like
be
he
another-
was fucking digging through the concrete himself, man.
Listen, man. Listen, it's been a hell of a journey. It's been a hell of a journey. I'm so
I sent
going through it.
I sent him a nice looking house yesterday. I said, "Good time to buy a house," and he just roasted me on the timeline. So you think I'm poor?
You could
so
also
cool,
like
dude.
go to a hotel down the street.
Do I look like I'm made of money, dude? I got a bed here.
Adapt, man. Adapt. You'll adapt.
I just deposited $350K to get on MrBeast's stream, and all I did was ban my name from the chat.
Did that happen to somebody?
Yeah, you couldn't type Finn in the chat or Finn bags. It got censored.
What's the breakdown on what happened with? I'm completely clueless on the MrBeast stuff. I haven't not been paying one iota. of
MrBeast did a charity stream yesterday where if you donated, it started at 10K. If you donated 10K, he'd let you on stream. Then they upped it to 25K. Then they upped it to 50K because they kept getting a bunch of random MFers. They actually had some crypto guy go out to the warehouse that they were at yesterday for donating 100K, which was interesting. They got some guy in a Versace robe. But what happened was Finn Bags donated 100K, got on, and then
No,
his audio didn't work.
Hold on, Easy. There was a MrBeast coin created.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. So he donated 100K to get onto the stream. The 100K that was raised was a token called MrBeast Stream on Bags app. All of the fees, and on Bags app, you can direct the fees to a certain person. So all
and then
of the fees are
directed it to
directed
him.
Finn. Yeah, Nick, you want to tell the story?
No, go ahead.
I'm just asking. Do you want to? You're welcome.
I mean, is anyone on the show not aware of what went down?
Ray just said, and I quote, "I am not sure what the entirety of the situation."
Okay, you tell the story. Sorry, my apologies.
It's all right. It's all right. If you want to interject, just let me know. Raise your hand. I'll call on you.
Okay, floor digger.
Floor digger's crazy. Listen, man. At least I'm getting mine fixed. You're over here drilling holes in your wall for a rack in your closet, but we won't get into the semantics of it.
Okay.
Got it.
So, in short, MrBeast stream was a token. He went on the stream, used the funds, got on. His audio didn't work. His Discord didn't work. And everyone was like, okay, like what? And then when his audio did work, he shouted out a different token, not MrBeast stream. And he did not mention the Bags app at all. He shouted out what he kept saying was a community. He was like, yeah, we have a community. It's for water. We're the top community page for you. And everyone crashed out on him. Full crash out. Token went from 16 mil to sub $1 million. And then the token kind of went up and down after that because people kept speculating that he would get back on the stream because he kept donating. I think his donation in the end ended up over $1 million based all on the fees he got. But the MrBeast stream chat just kept saying like, no, dude, we've had him on 3 times. Like, we're not bringing him back. And then the mods banned his name from the chat because the chat kept tagging him and pinning his name and like trying to get him on the stream. So anytime you typed Finn, it would start out. Finn Bags, it would start out. And then obviously we then saw Thread Guy donate 50K to get on the stream and talk about his stuff very shortly after.
Phantom did.
Yeah, Phantom.
No,
Whatever.
and then there was another guy, Avi, that was talking about his internet.
Oh,
capital
Avi
market.
Patel. Yeah, that dude. The guy from Kled.
MrBeast is just milking the crypto community.
Well, did you see the Kled guy? He ended it by, they were like, hey, what's the question? So XQC is another big streamer who just recently had a lawsuit with his ex-fiance. And Avi goes on and they're like, hey, is there any question you want to ask XQC before like you get off stream? And he goes, yeah, XQC, how much did you spend in lawyers for the adept situation? And they were just like, oh, dude, that's not cool. That's not cool.
Insane.
So yeah, he raised what 100 or 1.2 mil off Crypto Bros, and only one of them got to shill a crypto product. 2, technically.
Didn't Thread Guy?
That's the only one. Avi did not mention it was crypto. He said Cled was an AI data platform in which you can upload your data and get rewarded.
I mean, Finn, where did Finn get $1 million from? Is that from royalties on the MrBeast?
It was the
coin?
fees. Yeah.
Holy
Someone should have gone on the stream and been like, "Hey, welcome to the Choose Rich Nick interview. Today I'm speaking with, it looks like MrBeast. You may have heard of him. And who's the streamer?
Adin Ross kind of looks like
Ross.
Thread Guy. Maybe okay, so
Adin
MrBeast
Ross.
and Thread Guy.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Well, we should let's donate right now. He's live. He's 14 hours in. We could donate 100K and get Choose Rich Nick on the show.
It costs 100K now.
Yeah.
This is on Twitch, right?
It is
What
on
doing?
Kick.
You guys are literally just chilling, right?
They're literally just
MrBeast?
on their
Why
phone.
is it so hard to know how much I make? They must be making tons
the
of
stream right now,
monies of the balloons.
So call him.
Dude, I don't got it like that.
How much money are they up to?
All right, I got some people.
11
look-
mil.
Got a list
Oh.
of billionaires.
And what are they running until?
What's
says
Well-
12.
Him.
The world record, which is
It said
12.
8 earlier was the goal.
They wanted to break the world record.
No means no.
Oh, you said no?
I don't think so. Yeah.
top donors. There's somebody who donated 2.8
Who just said later?
or 2.8
What
million
about the
up
company
top.
itself?
She's an OnlyFans girl.
I gotta wait till he gets up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Number 5 is also an OnlyFans girl.
Dude.
Clemente
how
is just
come he doesn't
sniping
knock
the
off his
OnlyFans
exam?
girls.
Ashton-
Yep. Lots of knowledge on the subject here, Clemente.
No, I saw it on Twitter.
I just
I just saw it on Twitter. Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. So that happened. I don't know. Tokens go up, tokens go down. Other interesting news today.
Well, real quick, actually, can you pull up the MACD of the MrBeast token to see if that was like if it was
Yeah, what do the Bollinger Bands look like? It was probably pretty outside of those.
All right, so we
Did
talked
they,
about
did they register the ENS?
So we talked about Hyperliquid setting a new high for fees. Hyperliquid's pushing up against the top of the Bollinger Bands here as well. Do we see new all-time high today for Hype? $48 right now, all-time high of $49.88.
Is it an all-time high of 49.88? Where do you see that?
I thought it broke
50.
50.
I'm looking at the high number on July 25th at the top of the screen, 49,878.
You gotta look at the weekly, man. Daily's not cool.
I mean, I can do the weekly.
I just load up the yearly.
All right, so I do this. It's a high of 49,878.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can go to 56.
Oh,
What?
we can go to 56.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying where I'm saying the old all-time high. Do we break it today?
I don't care. I think we're gonna go to 56 pretty soon.
Looking at the top chain or
We just need Nick to keep talking about trading on it. He's pumping those fees up.
Should I just like full long, full port, full leverage my Hyperliquid?
I mean, I think it's crazy undervalued still at this point. I think it should be $100 million circulating market cap. 100 billion. 100 billion. And it's at like 15 right now. That's my personal take.
Wow.
I mean, this is pretty insane.
I mean, everything's going up and to the right, just grinding up and to the right slowly over time. Is there a risk that they stop buying back token?
I mean, if they want to rug their company, sure, but they're probably going to be multi-billionaires if they just don't do that.
Okay. I'm trying to find like the risks in Hyperliquid. I know we talked about like regulatory risk, but like you pretty much did like a good job of like dispelling that.
Competition.
Yeah, but the thing about competition with a leverage platform is it's all about liquidity. And they have such a liquidity moat right now that it's really hard to compete with Hyperliquid. If you try to go to another platform, you're just shooting yourself in the foot because you're going to get eaten alive on slippage. And you're not going to get great fills, for all of these things. Like if you're trading on Hyperliquid, you have all of this TVL sitting there. You're going to get good fills. You're going to have, fast executing trades. You're not going to have to like wait.
Hey, Ray. How big of a partnership that we close with a competitor would make you change your position?
$1,000.
Easy out of the woodwork. No, I mean I think that's just a fact. It's a fact. I'm fine. I'm fine with talking about a competitor and what they have to offer and providing, awareness to their platform. But right now, there's nobody who can compete with Hyperliquid in terms of liquidity.
What if I told you there's somebody who can?
Is it you? Are you doing a startup here?
No. What if I told you that we met with the company recently?
All right. Moving on.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Can we real quick? I want to give a quick shout out to Alan, who made a cool top BoDoggo tournament for the #1 BoDoggo in the community. I forget who won last time. Nick, I didn't know we'd be in it, but it is interesting to see. We got a couple upsets on there. Kicks is going through in this round. We got a squeaker between Greek DJ Queen and Wizard of Soho. Wizard of Soho has been getting caught up in some FUD recently. Sentiment's not looking great for him, but go vote. Check out.
Look how
Alan.
it's 50-50 across everybody. Can you scroll down and see where I'm at?
Yep.
EO slightly winning.
Can you
Baroque
send this
definitely
link in
winning.
the private chat? I want to pin it.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Where am I?
You're right here. You're winning versus NFT Go.
Oh, yeah. Who the fuck it? They gave me a layup.
All right, stop.
Hey, shout out NFT Go. You're gonna lose big time, dude. I'm sorry.
Yo, NFT Go, floor your BoDoggos.
Yo, NFT Go, who the fuck is that? Yo, thanks for holding a BoDoggo. Yo, thanks for supporting us, though.
Yo, NFT Go sound like NFT broke.
I just pinned it to the spaces if you want to participate. I'll send it in the YouTube as well, so you can jump in there. Put some votes in for.
Does anyone remember that that Hyperliquid Treasury company?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of it?
I could figure it out in a second.
I don't remember, but speaking of
was it
treasury
Canadian?
companies, DFDV bought another 110,000 SOL today for 22 mil. That's like peanuts compared to what these ETH treasury companies are buying. I just got a notification from Choose Rich Live. We might need to fact check this. That SharpLink Gaming bought 130,000 ETH for $600 million.
Sounds right.
Oh my God.
Dude, Bitmine just raised 20 billion or filed to raise 20 billion to buy ETH. I mean, these companies aren't fucking around. 5.3 bill in USD holdings on ETH for Bitmine, 3.3 bill for SharpLink. Like, they own significant chunks of Ethereum.
And don't worry, SharpLink Gaming is down 9% today. Your audio is completely cooked, by the way, APO.
What's up,
Minus?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yo,
bad.
what's going on?
It's pretty sensitive. Like we were hearing your chewing.
That audio sounds like shit.
It's the MacBook. It's that bad. It doesn't. It's horrible.
It's
No,
fine,
I
dude.
think it was on the headphones a second
It's like
ago.
me from 2021. It's okay.
It was pretty bad, dude.
Pio comes in, already have 3 Twitter links to share for reference for what he's going to talk about in the private chat. I can't wait to see what this is going to be.
We can hear you. Is your mom? What's going on? So
I thought I was in the construction zone.
we got Gilberto fixing his wall right next to him.
No, these are white guys. These are electricians.
You're saying that in front of them? Yo, what's up, whiteys?
I've never seen a Mexican do via electrician. That is actually wild.
Go contact landscapers. You're gonna have a different take.
I can do electricity. I can't do
Real
a
quick
Mexican accent.
anecdote about landscapers, Latino landscapers. Real quick anecdote. So I was getting a bunch of different quotes from landscapers, and one guy that I thought was promising wasn't getting back to me for like 8 days, and I called him. And I was like, "Hey, can you give me your quote that you were talking about?" And he goes, "I think you have enough quotes." And I go, "What? Like, what does that mean?" He goes, "You get quote from my brother, you get quote from my cousin, you get quote from my nephew." And I was like, "You guys are all related to each other? Like, why do you have different business entities?" You know, but I was like shook, and I thought that I was getting blackballed by the Mexican landscaper mafia as a result.
That's hilarious.
I thought it was like going to be a lost in translation thing, and it was really just like they all knew each other. That's wild.
So can I talk about Open?
Absolutely.
And I'm really glad Nick is here because Nick is going to be able to fill gaps for me. So the way I found out about Open is my boy Mike Alfred, who I view as like, I don't know, he's probably the best investor on Twitter, I'd say. Like, he's one of them for sure. He's one of the best investors on Twitter. He has been big on this stock that he's actually on the board of called Iron, which I looked it up. The first time I bought Iron was for under $4 in December 2023. Cost $19 today. Okay, so I had him on the Bitcoin show, and he was, and then that was how I like started really kind of paying attention to him years ago in 2023. He's huge on Iron, right? He started reposting this hedge fund guy from Canada, this guy Eric Jackson. Maybe you can pull him up, Ray. Eric Jackson, because Eric Jackson co-signed Iron and Cypher Mining, two Bitcoin mining stocks that are now being framed, and I've talked about these two stocks on this show before, that are now being framed. That's the guy, Eric Jackson. They're being framed as AI plays now. And actually, you just saw last night Google, I believe, buy or take a humongous stake in Wolf, WULF, which is another Bitcoin mining company. So now big tech is finally having to, take an interest in Bitcoin mining companies because of the computational resources that they need for their AI stuff. So really juicy stuff there, right? So what that brings me to is I started paying attention to this hedge fund guy, Eric Jackson. This guy, Eric Jackson, about a month ago, started talking about this company, OpenDoor, which I was not familiar with. And I brought it up to Nick, and Nick's uber familiar with it because it's co-founded by this guy, Keith Rabois. Nick, who is Keith Rabois?
Hey, thanks for throwing to me. Let me wait, what's going on with my video?
You're frozen, but who is Keith Rabois?
Why is my face stuck like
Give
this?
us your telepathic thoughts on Keith Rabois.
You can hear my audio though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Keith Rabois is ex-PayPal Mafia, or I guess he's still PayPal Mafia. He is he co-founded a couple of things actually, but he was also in Founders Fund with Peter Thiel. He was in a couple of other things. He actually moved down to Miami and was one of the early people during COVID to kind of push the Miami thing with the mayor. He's now at Coastal Ventures, but he's made some like good investments. And I think he was at Yelp. He invested in a bunch of different companies, but he ended up starting this OpenDoor company. I had been chatting with the developers there when they first started because I thought it would be interesting to build an aggregator that would crawl like Craigslist and all these other places to look for market analysis, like pricing analysis based on available data online. And that's basically what they ended up doing in order to like make offers on real estate. And so they built this, it was like We Buy Gold style version of like We Buy Homes. But it's been down only, I don't know what happened in the past month to suddenly like, yeah.
Allow me. So check it out. So look at that chart. This is the chart of OpenDoor historically, okay? This guy, Keith Rabois, is a huge Silicon Valley guy, co-founds this company. There's a CEO named Eric Wu. Gets a lot of hype in 2021, okay? I don't even know the story from that time. What the company is it's Carvana for homes. And that guy, Eric Jackson, that hedge fund guy, was huge on Carvana. Carvana, if you look at that chart, went as high as, I believe, $300, pulled back all the way down to $7 or $8, and now is back to $300. And that guy, Eric Jackson, got in at about $15 and was a little bit more hesitant about beating the drum, because it's kind of weird to beat the drum of a company when the chart, he's buying in when the chart's down like 99%, right? So he views OpenDoor as the Carvana of real estate. And OpenDoor had issues in the past. Some of the issues were realtors, because when you're dealing with real estate, you are dealing with realtors. You're dealing with people. It's not a 100% technology-based system. Realtors viewed OpenDoor as a threat. They were getting blackballed by realtors. They weren't getting access to the inventory that they wanted. Now they have good relationships with realtors. The realtors are starting to view them as a supplementary entity, not a competitor, right? Beyond that, so a big key thing, and this is what we're going to talk about for the last month. A big key thing was they hastily hired this lady, Ray, pull up her. I don't even remember.
Carrie Wheeler.
Carrie Wheeler. They hastily hired her. Keith Raboy is on record. I sent one of Keith Raboy's tweets. He's on record as saying they were rushed into hiring her as a CFO. Then the board panicked at some point with their CEO that they had from when the company was founded, this guy, Eric Wu, and they put this lady, Carrie, in as CEO when she's not a tech person. She's a corporate finance person. Keith Raboy was pissed about it, said, look at this. She is utterly incompetent. She was a mediocre CFO, and tech companies should never be led by CFOs. He also called the board stupid and told the people on the board that he would never
I like
work
this guy.
He said he would never work with any of them again after they put her in as CEO. Okay, so check it out. Oh, go
What
ahead,
a
Nick.
legend.
The one thing I don't understand is the similarity to Carvana, because this is completely different in terms of their model. Their whole idea is they give you instant liquidity on your house. That's not the design of, that's not like the purpose of Carvana. Carvana helps you buy used cars.
They also do give you instant liquidity on your cars.
Yeah, it's
I
one
guess
half of
CarMax does also, but yeah, you can go to a dealer and sell your car if you really want. Like there's no, you're just not going to get the price.
I actually read
Does Terry own her ENS?
That
Christ, dude.
I did read a tweet that someone said that like Carvana gave them like $4 grand more in their used car than they could find anywhere else. Pio, is that why their revenue is so high? Because they're trading at like half of their annual revenue. Their market cap's 2.5 billion and they do 5 billion in revenue. Is that because they're buying and selling homes? So that's why the revenue is high?
I'm still learning about the company. My exposure is I have 2,500 shares. I started buying when I saw Eric Jackson. So this is what happened in the last month. That hedge fund guy, Eric Jackson, sorry about the background noise, guys. It's just not ideal. It just is what it is.
Well, and now we can't even hear you when you're talking.
I just have to get this out because I had to put this on wax. So check it out. So Eric Jackson took a significant position in OpenDoor at like 60 cents, right? And that's like a month ago. Can you guys hear me, or is this just not?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah,
Barely.
At like 60 cents, he took a significant position in OpenDoor. And it's because he saw a real value in the company and he saw the comparison to Carvana. He started tweeting about it, and it prompted a meme stock rally from retail investors that sent the stock from 50 or 60 cents to $5. That all happened in the past 30 days. It was like within 2 weeks of him buying is when that happened, right? Then what happened after that is they had their quarterly earnings call. That lady, Carrie, was aggressively advised to do a video call. So the video call, like a Michael Saylor quarterly earnings, that's like a podcast. The lady literally refuses to do the video call. She does an audio call, like low energy. It's kind of gnarly, man. Low energy. She's the CEO of this company. She's just kind of like, quarterly, blah, blah, blah. It's just crazy, right? And so the market doesn't like that quarterly earnings call. The price tanks. This dude, Eric Jackson and Keith Raboy, start going on Twitter, trashing her. So I'm holding like probably 1,300, 1,400 shares then, and I have a bunch of put options sold. I was like, this is not good. This is not good at all. So that's why I'm not coming on the show at that time talking about it, because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be like promoting a dud stock here when they have all these issues with the CEO, right? Dude, they trashed her every day pretty much. Eric Jackson's just been trashing her on Twitter every day. Anthony Pompliano, earlier this week on like Tuesday, announces he's taken a significant position in OpenDoor, and he invites Carrie to come on his show for an interview. It takes her a little bit, but she accepts the interview. Everyone's like, all right, here we go. The dude, Eric Jackson, is still saying she should not be CEO. He's like, she shouldn't be CEO by the time she does that interview on Monday. This morning, while I'm sitting at the car service center, I just see a tweet from Carrie. It was after I put out my first tweet where I'm on record saying that I own OpenDoor. She stepped down this morning. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So people are calling for some turnover on the board, because the board's pretty dumb too. And they want AI solutions in place to replace some of the legacy kind of staff at OpenDoor and make it more of a tech, kind of like tech mindset. And they want this hedge fund guy, Eric Jackson, and they want Keith Raboy on the board. Insane story, man. Insane.
So is this basically, in short, a CTO? This is a CTO of OpenDoor.
It kind of is, man. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm curious to see who they got in there. I mean, the fact that she left today is absolutely berserk nuts. Like, literally, people on Twitter got the CEO of this company to step down.
Yeah, so I did some quick ChatGPTing. So the reason why their revenue is so high relative to the price is because like when they sell a home, that is included in the revenue. So that's how they can have like high revenue, low margins, because they'll only be making a couple %. But when you mentioned this and I Googled around, one big thing that it seems like they're trying to like pivot into is like more AI and technology. So they may end up offering products that like are outside of them just flipping homes, where they're like selling analysis or stuff like higher margin revenue streams than just like the core business, which would be like pretty interesting, because I mean, they're at $2.5 billion. If they can start turning profit, right? If they can even turn this around and be making a couple $100 million a year of profit, then you would think that it still could potentially be undervalued even here.
So,
People
sorry,
think that when
my browser crashed, but just hold on. So I just want to talk about OpenDoor real quick. Well, so my general thought is it's basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to also talk about OpenDoor here.
Okay.
Hey, PO's at least bringing something fucking interesting that I'm actually interested in, instead of being like I'm leveraging Bitcoin for 500K.
Kicks, I got something more interesting. Project X, you can farm 3 airdrops at once with it.
Okay.
Well,
I suck at airdrop farming.
It's not airdrop farming, it's LPing.
Quite literally zero serious people are focused on that. Like, no serious people are focused on that. A lot of serious people are focused on OpenDoor. The dollar target that Eric Jackson is calling for on OpenDoor and has been calling for is $82. It's trading at $3.30 right now. Clemente?
Hype's going to $7,000.
Why do you only have why would you not double your position in this? Because you know a lot about this, and it's only like you have 1,500 shares.
2,500.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
it feels like this is pretty interesting to get in on.
Well, Clemente, it was kind of weird when the CEO was getting trashed by one of the co-founders and one of the biggest investors on Twitter every day. I was like, this isn't exactly what I'm looking to see in companies that I invest in. It was a little bit murky there. Honestly, now that she ended up stepping down today, that's a huge thing. I mean, so I did buy more shares right after that, like 500 more shares, but I'm also like, I got a lot of exposure to this company, and look at the chart. It's a weird situation. There's no guarantee that this thing goes to $82. The CEO just stepped down this morning. This is not a normal situation for a company to, that you're invested in. This is wild.
Yo, you bought 500 more shares? Like, slow down. This exposure's getting out of control.
He's talking shit to me.
I had people in the comments
you
who are
got
asking me.
exposed to this company. Like, I mean, this thing is getting wild.
All right, you go buy 25 bands of shares to this thing. Let's go.
You have $25,000?
No, it's like $9,000, but like you do 25K since you're saying I got
Crank up the
lousy
margin.
stocks in it.
100K, coward.
All right, I just bought 1,000 shares.
Clint, I
Oh,
didn't tell
shit.
you to do this.
You just said
Yeah,
buy
yeah. Hey,
1,000
thanks,
shares.
Pio. Yo, thanks for the financial advice. Yo,
Dude, this thing's gonna go to $2.70 now. Retail's in. It's going to $2.70, and
That's
I'll
fine.
accumulate more there.
That's fine.
That open dance today, Clemente. Hey, so people are actually asking about Project X that Easy talked about. Go in the BoDoggo's Discord. I am more than willing to help you guys out.
Use my ref link. I'll make a video on it. Use my ref link. Thanks.
Yeah, you can use Easy's ref link. He used mine. That's fine.
Why'd you get mad when I bought it, Pio?
Dude, we talk about like an insane technology value play in Silicon Valley with like the juiciest story ever. And people in the comments are like, yo, Easy, tell me more about that BS that's not even going to exist in 18 months. Like no serious people involved in that. Yeah, let's hear about that. Let's go. Project X. All right, cool. Sign me up. I'll press that button.
Pio,
Anyway.
why would you get mad at me buying? I like the story. This is an easy sell for me.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I really have learned something. So I have these two friends, right? Dear friends, been friends since we were in college. One was my neighbor in college. Actually, I shouldn't have said that. So I hope he just never sees this. So anyway, look, these two guys are, I can't even say it now. I shouldn't have identified that. Anyway, look, they're top signals. Okay,
Two
They're top
guys.
signals.
Oh no, now they're doxxed. They're guys. There's two guys who are into it.
Wait,
They're top
are
signals.
do they like open or not? Because I just bought $5,000 at open.
So
I'm
so
in for
one-
10K.
Is the buy here good, Pio? I just bought $5,000.
So
I
here's the
own
deal.
32,000 shares.
Pio, just a yes or no. I just bought $5,000. Do I need to
I'm
dump
gonna
this right
just
now?
I'm going to give you a little bit of nuance kicks. I also hate that you just bought it because now I feel responsible and you're thinking
No, it's
about
fine.
it.
I lose money all the time.
So check it out.
On my
So
own accord.
one of them was already aware of open when I brought it up to him, and that made me very concerned because I don't like it when he's already in positions that I'm in. I like to be way, way earlier than him. And they're typically top signals, these guys. One of them was already in open. I bought it anyway, or I kept buying it anyway. And that's one thing that's a concern to me. Maybe he dumped it when it pulled back after her quarterly earnings call. That could have happened. I haven't asked him. Maybe he got out of it at that time.
All right, I'm up
We'll see.
$46. I'm out. That was good. I'm just kidding, Pio. I'm actually going to hold this. I like this thesis. I may not go to $80. I may hold it to 10, but
All right,
I think
I've got
10
I've got money socked away for my down payment sitting in Robinhood earning interest. Do I just full port that down payment into open?
No.
Do that, Ray, and then you could sell covered calls on it. Pio makes $50,000 a month.
That's juicy. That's juicy.
This is not a good stock to sell options on unless you're selling put options. This is all right. Anyway, that I just want to get that on wax with hammering in the background for you guys because I didn't want to not put that all out there, especially given the storyline that developed today. So yeah.
all right. Well, I'm riding with you, bud.
Also, yeah, thanks for the alpha and love that you're so confident in it. You got mad when we followed it. Don't buy this, but this is alpha in case it goes up. This is like Clemente with the Docker call / non-call.
I don't want anybody that's a trader buying anything that I own. Like straight up, that's just actually a blanket statement across the board. If you're buying something and you're like, I'm going to sell this for a 2x, I have zero interest in you buying anything that I buy because it's actually just not how the world works. And people that generally think that way aren't getting rich and don't get rich. It's why retail investors can't figure out how to buy Bitcoin, things like that. So just across the board, if people are buying something as a trade and not trying to just accumulate a ton of something that's got insane value and hold it for a super long time, it's like I'm just not interested in those people getting involved, because the way the world works is those people end up losing money.
I'm with you, and that's why I'm selling for a 3x, not a 2x.
I just looked down at the Twitter space title and I typed in PO and it auto-corrected to pup. Pup gives alpha on meme stock, which is actually kind of what happened.
Jay Carey said, I drink tea after I'm drinking bone broth.
It sounds like it, bone broth.
Yeah.
Sounds, you can just hear it kind of sloshing around.
Yeah, we can just listen to you fucking drink bone broth. Loving it. That's really great content. Really enjoying it. Thanks.
Dude, but my friend who I had math class with in 7th grade. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Oh my God, people are gonna find him.
ChatGPT, pull up Clemente's Chilean yearbook, 7th grade.
My neighbor, my next door neighbor who was 4 houses down when I was 7 years old. Fuck! Oh no!
He molested me, but now he gives me great stock tips.
What?
All right, moving on before we close the show. We're going to continue to give alpha. We have an art blocks drop, Snowfro. If you haven't heard of them, 0.05 is the price for now. This is an English auction. It ends in 2 hours. I'm monitoring this. I'm buying this.
What's an English auction?
So essentially, there's 998 of these. You put a bid in. The top 1,000 or the top 998 get it at the lowest price. So whatever the 998 price is, that's what everyone pays, and you get it.
Send me the link for this.
Yep, absolutely.
English auction, chip, cherry, eh?
Hey, it's a Snowfro. We play a video game called Lift.
I'm sure you already have the link.
He's not English.
You subscribe to our newsletter at dailybones.com. If you want alpha like this every day in your inbox, go to dailybones.com, subscribe to our newsletter. Are there any other meme stocks, tokens, mints that anyone wants to talk about before we wrap for the week?
No, I'm good. Let's go.
Yep. Hopefully this
Sapphire,
open
everything
trade
that you
works
want to
out, because I got a lot on the line on it. I'm going to be texting Theo every day for financial updates on open.
OpenDoor's dumping. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
That's what I said.
This sucks, dude. That guy Steve, who was my 4th grade English teacher, that also was my gym class best friend. Fucking dick.
That's what I said.
Thanks for listening today. We do this podcast Monday through Friday. Catch us on Spotify, Apple. Watch
These art pieces look like shit.
All I saw was Snowfro and sub 0.1 ETH, and I said I'm gonna buy it there.
And
It's
he
probably gonna
said,
go up, though.
bro, it's an English auction. You literally, you haven't heard, you automatically make money on those.
It's English.
I'm going to bid it up.
Floor free.
It's level free.
You can watch our shows on YouTube. See what we're talking about in real time. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful weekend.